عصام حبيبي قاعد نتفرجوا فينا كل معكم مستر سيريوس. نرجع ليتس بلاي ذا ليتر ابيزود 4 كما يجي غلط. ظهر لي ابيزود 4. لا ابيزود 4. بريف دخلنا دونك شاكا ولاك في الاخر باش نتفرجوا في الفيلم تاع زاك ابارامون على اسكلافاجيزم.
Are you sure it wasn't one of the cleaning crews?
What?
Absolutely sure.
حكيت لهم what the fuck الفيلم dude الفيلم تاع تحسني دافع عليه وليد. Somehow halfway through the movie the conversation steered towards what happened in the mansion. To be fair, Zach's the one who brought it up again in his own movie's premiere. Now the film's just serving as a background noise while we're speaking in hushed tones, careful not to disturb anyone inside the small hall. Well, except for Ash. I just hope we didn't end up arguing about it again. We'll all get kicked out of for sure. Though, with how loud Ash's voice is, we'll probably get thrown out way before any argument happens. Only Becca still remains engrossed in the movie, completely ignoring us. She's jealous. Just jealous. She has been quiet the whole evening, speaking only when referred to. If I don't know any better, I think we did something that offended her earlier. Did we?
And then I ran. You heard what happened after.
I still think it's something else.
It was standing right in front of me, Ash.
He's one of the smartest people I know, but geez, he should learn to listen. Plus, didn't he say he doesn't believe in these things? Why is he in this conversation again?
I heard what you said, but it's a small room. There are a lot of things someone else could have done there without your knowledge.
Like?
If I could see it up close, maybe I can...
I am not going back there.
Yeah.
Ain't that a problem if you're hosting an open house?
Rose does the first floor tour.
I ain't sure ghosts can be restricted to one room, Bella.
He's got a point.
There are no ghosts, Zach. Stop putting useless ideas in her head.
Yeah, but I was thinking, maybe all the house needs is a blessing. Wasn't it left uninhabited for years?
Dude, تطلع عليه الحل في الآخر نشوف. Oh, the house did change hands over the years, from one distant relative to the oh my god, to another. None of them bothered to live in it. Musicians say memes of them. To live in it though, and it remained the way up until its current owners decided to sell it. Why didn't I think of that?
I didn't peg you as the religious type, Zach.
Nothing like that, Ash. Who knows though? It might bring something positive to the place.
God damn it, Zach. هذا الفيلم تاعك فيه تصوير بركة يا أخي.
That's not a bad idea. I just don't know where I could find someone.
You're not seriously considering a suggestion, are you?
I mean...
Do you have a better idea?
ولا.
I know where. I could contact him for you if you want.
You do that?
Or we can find you a psychologist instead.
There are very few times in my life when I wish my glowers can kill. This is one of
Ash,
those.
that is not a very appropriate thing to say right now.
No, wait, that's not what I meant. Ethnographer. I meant ethnographer. This guy's a psychologist too, of course, if you...
Ashton, if you don't stop...
هذا كل نوع العباد اللي يعمل غلطة ولا مش يعمل غلطة يقول something that will get him into trouble somehow وشي يصلحها يزيد يخربها من نوع هذاك.
Rebecca knows the guy I'm talking about too. She can vouch for him.
Becca tears her eyes away from the screen at the mention of her name.
What? Oh, are you talking about Professor Andrew? He used to work with my parents at the university. And can you guys keep it down?
Sorry, but since Scaredy Cat here mentioned curses, not that I'm saying this is one because that's nigh improbable.
ليش نية relationship من غير؟
You'd probably benefit more from someone like Andrew.
New Becca. نقصته. Holy shit. Okay. Okay, I mean...
The stuff you're saying is still really hard to believe. But talking to him is a better solution for me than getting a random priest to bless an old house.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
He'll even help you figure things out, teach you a couple things. At best, he'll let you see things from a different perspective, and probably put your fears to rest, since this looks to be bothering you a lot.
Ash might be right too. However, what Zach also is something I'm more familiar with. Granted, they don't believe me and they're only giving me those suggestions to put my mind at ease. But it's better than being ignored or being laughed at. I can take comfort of knowing they are willing to hear me out.
So, what do you think?
It's your call. We'll go with whatever you want.
I don't know.
Meet with the priest, meet with the professor. مش اللي بيرسوناج متاعي religious type ولا أنا غلط. She's voilà religion Roman Catholic. She's a Catholic. الفازة فيش I don't know. I'm not really the religious type. أما في سيتواسيون متاع كيما هكايا نتصور the professor يعاون أكثر. ما نعرفش I have no idea. Ça dépend si يعاوني في السيتواسيون ولا يعاوني في البيرسوناج معناها psychologiquement. Bon, professor.
I'll think about it, but if ever, I'd like to give talking to Andrew a try.
Ashton level.
Is that okay? Won't he have other things to do?
He is a bit busy, but he'll make time for me. He's my go-to person when I'm stuck in something. He won't mind if I bring a friend with me this time.
If you're sure.
I guess that settles it then.
Guys, I said keep it down. You keep insisting that we still watch it. You're not even paying attention yourselves.
Yeah, أنا بدي أعرف كيف فاز.
It ain't a big deal, Rebecca. I'm the one who broached the subject in the first place.
Still.
It's still your film, Zachary.
Voilà.
A good film, mind you. You worked hard on this.
You worked hard on this one picture.
The least we could do is watch it with you.
And that's what you're all doing. I really appreciate all of you making time for this.
Sorry, Becca. We'll stop now.
I threw her an apologetic look, even if Ash is the only one who she should be reprimanding, but her attention is already back on the screen. No, كلكم. She's ignoring us again. When Becca's acting the way she is right now, there's a big chance something's nagging her. We really need to talk. We all fell into a comfortable silence after. Comfortable, the kind only you can share with people you're most at ease with. شوف شي حاجة تحك فيها لتوا. For the first time today, the letter lays forgotten in my bag for only a few hours. If only for a few hours. Night has fallen. Okay. Night has fallen by the time we exit the movies. Okay. Despite the late hour, the streets are still bustling, full of people. Those about to head home, those sad to meet someone, even those simply wandering about. Nobody's walking in the sea of unfamiliar souls, making my way downtown, walking fast. It strikes me how easy it is for one to get lost in a city as nondescript as Luxburn. I was afraid too at one point back when I was new and had just set foot in this place. Now with familiar faces walking with me, it feels a little more like home. خلينا الفراغات مين فماش فراغات. Zach and Ash bid us goodbye shortly before Becca and I crossed the other side of the street. Oh my god. The former claiming he's got a few freelance jobs to take care of before the day ends. And Ash, oh I know that feeling dude. ميم سي ما عادش عندي مش وقت مش قاعد نلقى في دي زوكازيون باش نخدم خدمة فريلانس. ما مش قاعد نلقى في خدمة فريلانس. صدر ربي عندي خدمة بلوز مو بيرمانون تو اما مازلت. Anyway, who knows? He never tells. Sometimes he'll just randomly appears at your doorstep looking for a place to crash. He does that to Zach a lot, much to his friend's frustration. Although he's a busy guy too, in spite of the let-back air he gives off.
Thanks for today, everyone!
You're welcome!
No problem, Zach. I'm sorry for what happened earlier.
I fucking knew it. Take a Say it. What? Say what? الخمسة من الناس. Say what? الخمسة من الناس. I'm fucked. We're all fucked, guys. A sensation. Cold, sickening, drowning, my chest tightening, breathing becomes labored. I can taste blood in my mouth, the edge of my vision blurs. In the distance, amidst the countless, nameless people going about their lives, a voice reaches out to me. Pleading even as I clench my eyes tight and grasp my hand over my ears. Whispering and whispering and whispering. Calling out.
No, not me.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll.
Isabella? Earth to Isabella?
Howla. At her voice, the whole word suddenly snaps into place, the murmurs gone. When I open my eyes, Becca raises an eyebrow at me in question.
Weren't you listening? Are you coming with me?
Yeah. Just sorry. I spaced out.
You always do that.
Spaced out. Actually, كلافيش بيا مصر. مش وقت مش قادر ألعب وحدي. You always do that. بقعد ألعب وحدي در فارغة ما مش قادر ألعب لروحي كهو. I follow her without complaint, but not before sneaking a glance at the far end of the street. I'm shocked where the voice came from, where another set of eyes might be peeping at me. Nothing. There's only Zach and Ash watching over us as we head back to where Becca parked our ride home. If I'm expecting to see something or someone there, I try not to let it show. Try not to think of the tiny pinpricks of fear crawling at the pit of my stomach.
See you guys some other time.
Crawling at the pit. Okay. See you. Okay.
Yeah. See ya.
before you die. Another glance, and with the final wave, we go off on our own. I don't know what I saw, I don't think what I heard. I don't know what I heard, and I don't want to know. And if this is what will help me sleep tonight, what will give me back my normalcy, then so be it. The day after. تعدى النهار هذا كل مطر النهار صح. The darkness closes around me, grasping, pulling, engulfing me. The ground caves in, and without warning, I'm falling. So wow, it's close enough to my room. اوكي تصور تاعي انا نتاع تصور تاعي انا تكون فما زوز من غاديكا فما كعبه من غاديكا هذيك بيست اوف فما شنو اخر شو حاجه قرب ما عنديش كالوندي شباكي مسكر انا وحده في جدري فوق ما تلفزه والله فكره اما معناها تسخن برشا التلفزه تسخن في جدري دود نو في جدري في كوجينا yeah I don't have pants on the floor I think I have my خلعة noodle cups. For an instant, it doesn't immediately register where I am. Both my back and shoulders are aching from having fallen asleep all hunched up the night before. Drenched in sweat, the nest of pillows I often keep around my feet more suffocating than comforting. Oh my fucking god, I fucking know that feeling. لحظة. Around me feels more suffocating, مش around my feet. خاطر أنا genre كيفاش نساليكم؟ مخدة تحت راسي، مخدة على الناقة ومخدة بساقي. usually نرقد هكاكا ولا على كرشي مع كرشي ما نجمش خاطر عندي بروبليم usually نرقد هكاكا so yeah نقعد فيها around my feet هذاك علاش اما الموسيقى كاين سمعتها قبل هذه ماهيش كومبوزيسيون اوريجينال هذايا كاين سمعتها قبل الاغنيه I let my eyes adjust to the bright morning in the morning 5 صباح light streaming through my window at 7:20p and allow my breathing to slow down before entangling myself from the pile عطيك تحل كعبة الشمس اصلا ما حبيبي غنتفرج فيها كل streaming I haven't had a single dream since coming to Luxburn or at least none I can recall having yeah I know that feeling it's a shame because bon les ريكولتهم récemment it's a shame because they used to be so vivid لا أنا شيء أنا ختم قبل not the crazy vivid but the more pleasant kind I'll tell my siblings about or sibling or siblings استنديتين نحب نعرف siblings maybe it's just the stress of living alone yeah maybe the knowledge that I'll always wake up in an empty apartment with no one to tell stories to I fuck you I easy asma oh don't go there
What time is it?
It's time to stop. Habit forces me to look over at the clock, even with the soreness weight. تضرب في الصميم شو اللي قاعد قبل. ذاك ايش خلط بعدي heavily on my shoulders and the compulsion to never leave my bed for the day. It's actually not. بيختاري مسوجي. In a heartbeat, I'm up.
Oh man, of all the times to oversleep. Towel, where's my towel?
مش بدوش تجاش بلي قد غرق بالعرق قزح. Admittedly, it's a weekend and it's an unspoken rule that entitles me to extra hours of sleep. But if Rose didn't kill me yesterday, she sure as hell will now. And right after what happened, oh lord, 1 box of donuts as peace offering won't be enough the second time around. Grabbing my towel already I'm already a few I'm already a few short steps away from the bathroom when a muffled ringing breaks out from my bag. God damn it. There's a moment of indecision first, my mind conflicted whether I should just ignore or answer it. Oh, answer it. What if it's Rose? Or worse, our boss. Big boss. Snake. Oh, sheesh. In the end, the rational part of my brain wins out. The letter from yesterday peeks out when I pull the device out. Come on. Just the sight of it is enough to put me out in a foul mood, and it takes every force of will for me to ignore it in favor of answering the call. Just hide the fucking letter, okay? The caller ID reads Mama.
Huh?
Hey? It's around 4:45 p.m. in the Philippines right now.
That's an unusual time for them to call.
Usually it's around noontime here and I'm the one calling, not the other way around. Better for them to use that money on something else than an international call. Regardless, in the most cheerful tone I can gather.
Hello?
Hello? Grace? How are you?
Mama, I'm doing okay. How are you guys over there?
We're good. EJ won a storytelling contest at school the other week. Brought home a medal. I thought you should know.
Yeah, thanks. There's a tired lilt in her voice as she speaks. It's been there since Papa had to leave his job. I wish there's something I can do for her. But from miles away like this, the least I'm able to is not make her worry. If only my older brother would actually lend her a hand. But Lord knows if that'll ever happen. Odds are, Kuya, Jordan's already out drinking right now. Oh my god. Wait, قالت كويا تقصد خويا. Oh, I need to search this. I need to search this. Okay, Google. Translate Kuya from Filipinian. مش كوريا يا ولد. كانت تطلع خويا يقصدوا بها وقتها. To English. ولا يا فيلبينو ديتكتد ديجا اي شنو المعنى brother طلعت في بيش that's elder brother كما احنا نقولوا اخويا كبير عاش كان نجمو تراهو اللي انا عاش نقرب لكم اكثر من نجم مقلوبة تصويرها ما هيك مكتوب اللوطة الكاميرا تعملش فوكس وحدها وندوكا لو عليها بالفيليبينو انا قلت فيليبينينز بالفيليبينو كا يو اي ا تولي خويا عرفت كنت طقتها نورمال انا قلت ويت مين تقصد خويا عرفت the fuck again I can't count on my older sister either okay this game knowing she has a family on her own and well 8 شو يقصدوا بيه translate yeah in English translating لا Filipino sister elder sister okay eight Anne's financial situation isn't exactly great right now having ran herself deeply in debt.
Great! That's great! Tell him congratulations from me. And let him know I'm gonna send him a little something extra this Christmas. How about Nico? Karen? Michael? I hope they're okay.
أكثركم اسميكم همش فيلبينو.
They're doing well. They wanted to talk to you, but they're all busy with school.
زي بكي جا سكول تو.
Oh no, that's fine. I don't want to bother them. Just tell them to keep doing their best for me. I'll just call back when I know they're not busy. And Papa? How's Papa doing?
It's a subject I'm a bit hesitant to broach. And from the way Mama's voice hitches, she also doesn't want to bring it up.
Papa... Grace, he's having a little difficulty right now. Weak appetite, he's having trouble swallowing, and lost a few pounds. But the doctor said we should keep encouraging him. It just means his body's accepting his new treatment well.
I hope. What treatment?
The money you sent last time helped a lot to pay for it, by the way.
Oh, I see. That's good.
I won't deny that life has gotten tougher for our family. It used to be easy back when Papa was in good shape. But ever since he was diagnosed with a sickness 5 years ago, he had been unable to provide for us. Now the burden of feeding 8 mouths and settling Papa's bills all rest on my shoulders. God. Although Mama makes a little accepting sewing and laundry jobs in our neighborhood, it's scarcely enough to cover the cost of the day-to-day living, let alone the bloating hospital bills. We can't even expect help from our own government because the health insurance there barely covers anything.
I'm sure he'll get better soon. Is he well enough to talk? Do you think I'll be able to speak to him, Mom?
He's asleep. Silence. I think the call got cut until...
Listen, Grace. Maybe it's better if we transfer Papa to a different hospital. Somewhere cheaper?
Why?
What? Why? Did something happen? Is it the deposit issue again? Give me...
No, it's nothing bad. The service here is good. Too good. Even the doctors.
But
I'm worried you're working yourself to the ground because of it.
أولويات.
Mama, we've been through this before. I want the best for Papa, And don't worry about the bills or the medicine, or me for that matter. I can handle myself. Everything's going well here. In fact, we're about to close a large sale.
Don't say it! Hopefully. If not, then I'll find another way. She doesn't need to know that. Sorry, Mama, you taught me not to lie, yet look at what I'm doing.
I'll have money to send over soon to cover the rest of Papa's treatment. And there's more than enough for Karen, Nico, Michael, and EJ's school tuition for the next semester.
Don't
too.
say that!
Thank you so much, dear. I appreciate it. We all do. But I just wish you'd come home to us soon.
She's working. كان اسمع شو قد ترجم انا تو شو طلعت من الغنية هذيك كنت تختار كاي لان كا اوي When will you go home معناه بالانجلي When are you coming home? AG, the youngest, used to be the sole person asking me that. How do you respond to a question where you don't have a definite answer to? Ouch. 5 years later, اسمعني, I don't want to get attached to the characters, goddammit, بشموتوا كل. 5 years later and I still can't get them a straight one. I smile though Mama can't see it. I fight to keep my lips from quivering, my voice from shaking. She's got enough on her plate as it is. No need to weight her down with unnecessary concerns.
Promise me you'll be there to welcome me when I do, okay?
Of course. I'm sorry, Grace. I need to take this for a while.
Huh? There's a small commotion on the other end, the sounds of a gate opening, the voice of a child. AG, talking excitedly about his day at school, the tapping of feet on the floorboards as he runs. It's been years since I went home, but I can still picture the whole scene in my mind. How tall is he now? Are the neighborhood kids bullying him now that I'm not around? Did Mama rearrange the furniture in the living room again? What are they having for dinner today? I miss them. I miss them so much.
It's okay, Ma. I need to go too. I've got work today. I'll call again soon, alright?
On a Saturday? Oh, never mind. Take care of yourself, dear. I love you.
I love you. Bye.
It ends with a soft click, leaving half-truths and empty promises hanging in the air. Okay. Closing my eyes for a moment, I take a deep breath and shake away from my head, the thoughts beginning to swim inside. It's pointless to mull over these things right now.
Okay, Isabella. Time to get that mansion sold.
Yeah, but unfortunately, before I can take a single step away from my phone, it rings again. And that Mama forgot to say something.
Mama? Did you forget anything?
Excuse you? I'm too young to be your mom. Are you still sleeping? Hold on, never mind that. Get yourself in the office. Hurry!
Office? What about the open house?
We already have a
Oh
client.
no. Is it Sir John? Did he hear about yesterday? Am I in trouble? Oh god, oh god, oh god. I'm gonna get yelled at.
No, it's nothing like that.
Calm
down.
I mean, look! They're in the relationship page.
Get yourself here, alright? I'll tell you everything then.
There's this telltale din of several feet shuffling against a wooden floor and a indistinct yelling in the background before Rose cuts the connection. That isn't in any way comforting, but it's enough reason for me to hastily discard my phone to my bed and finish my shower in record time. I make it to the office within 20 minutes of leaving my apartment, completely disheveled and out of breath. شنو كانت العلوش الاسطنبول تاع الشركه نسيت اللي خدمه الجو هيك عشان تقبش عليه الصغار تحت كاميرا بالضبط نتاعي كانت المترا ما نعرفش كانت تجمع ولا هني لا هني a feat if I take into account my usual travel time routine claymore ما فيهاش فين نطق الكلمه عم تشبه كلامور تشبه الجلامور coming to BRCL office greets me as soon as my foot crosses the threshold. Papers, please. Rustling, telephones ringing in aphrodisiac. Sporadic. I'm dyslexic. Sorry. Aphrodisiac. What? No, it doesn't make sense. Sporadic intervals. Agent talking at varying volumes. Staff moving about and.
Where the hell is C? Where are my employees? What the actual fuck, guys? Of all the times to disappear without notice.
My boss's words turned muffled as someone else closed the door to his office. Likely the work of our human relationship manager. Throughout the past weeks, he's been in a bad mood over a few employees who have failed to report to work. Oops, I know that feel. I hear they're still trying to get hold of them, but to no avail. The result is their workload have been shifted to all available staff, so as to not lose clients. Not that I mind the extra work. If anything, it means that I have more to send to my family back home. Although the rumors of a branch closure circulating because of this is indeed a bit worrisome. حتى في البيرو فما نودلز هاكم غاديك الصحفة. قاعد تشوف لقاش ريفيرونسات أخرين. My bag barely touches the top of my table when Rose pulls me aside.
I need you to help me with these papers.
What papers?
If you could also get these signed and photocopied before lunch today, that would be great.
Sure. One after another, she thrusts a bunch of paperwork into my hand without explanation. A paper flutters away from the top of the pile, and I lean down to pick it up, my eyes scanning the top of the page as I straighten. A purchase and sale agreement. Rose simply gestures her thumb towards our visitor's lounge. When I tilt my head in question, they are seated on the sofa and looking completely out of place in the humbly decorated room is the same couple from the day before. The Wrights. You goddamn Wrights. Something bubbles up in my throat. Their presence. I know what's bubbling inside. In her throat. اسم الأخرى. Mrs. Koch. That's what's bubbling. Their presence in the office can only mean one thing.
They're buying it? We got a deal?
Yes. She sweats at my hand, tugging her sleeve, although her eyes are alight with something akin to joy. She wants the sale to happen as much as I do. Now that it's here, the deal needs to be closed yet. Documents need to be signed still, but the elation is there, along with the foreboding feeling I can't quite pinpoint.
I had to do a little damage control, but they're already interested in acquiring the property, even before they attended the open house. I mean, isn't it obvious? They already hired an interior designer.
She's got a point.
I've never seen a buyer as aggressive as Madam Wright. She didn't even try to negotiate a lower rate.
One at a time, Rose. I can't process everything you're saying at once.
What do you have to process?
What do you mean?
They're paying 15% higher than the listing price, as long as we get the paperwork done as soon as possible.
Damn!
I think if we allow it, they'll be paying up front, too.
Whoa!
Even with that urban legend?
They don't seem to care.
Oh. I was so sure we lost the sale after yesterday.
Don't look so surprised. We still have to conduct some last few checks before we completely hand it over to them.
Please. I'll happily do the paperwork duty, Rose. I'll even go to the land registry myself and make sure the property changes hands with every single legal blessing.
Don't they have anything better to spend money on? I'd haggle it down to the lowest possible price if I were in their place, especially with the stories attached to it. Not that my opinion matters one bit here. We're just their agents who are going to receive the hefty commission. After all, nothing more. Rose gave me a pat on the shoulder, signaling she's heading back to them, and an unspoken instruction for me to follow after I'm done. It doesn't take me long to finish what work she left me. In fact, having the boss sign the agreement is the easiest, since it has put him in a better mood, much to the entire office's relief. Ma'am Hannah calls me over the moment she noticed my presence at the lounge door. She welcomes me with a bright smile, her movements more open than what one would typically expect from a passing client to have.
Oh, Isabel!
Isabella!
How are you feeling? You looked awfully dreadful yesterday. Isabella, I'm fine now, ma'am. I appreciate your concern.
I really don't understand why they can't get my name right. It's a fairly common name. It shouldn't be too hard to remember. لا أنا يحبوا هما كلهم يمشي. كيف شاور بالأو بالأ خاطر نورمالمون ينطق بال. Regardless, I hand them their copy for the cream.
Wonderful. Your team works unbelievably fast.
There's no team. It's just myself. Ma'am Hannah skims through each of them with a scrutinizing eye, checking every page of any inconsistencies and errors. Despite the unamusing impression she gave off, she appears fully aware of what to look for and the process that goes with contracts like these. It is surprising, to be quite honest. I haven't pegged her for someone who is well versed in these things, yet here she is. Yeah, she is. She shows some of it to her husband, and he responds with the same passive interest, as if he is more than happy to leave everything to her. I can't tell if it is purely because he believes she's capable enough, doesn't care about what they are buying, or he simply finds such paperwork tedious. Apparently satisfied Dude, خلي شوية espresso بينكم يصير. Satisfied with what she's seen, Ma'am Hannah claps her hand together before extending it to us for a shake. She said, "Gomu gomu no." Rose and I realized the breath we have been holding, both of us more than happy to return the gesture.
That settles it then? Are you really sure about this property?
Shut up! Oh my god! شو نضربها؟
We could easily find you a bigger one among our current listings. Something with a...
Something not haunted, perhaps? God! Shut up! Well, كوش نضربها كوش سكيبها بالعاني. Rose shouts me a warning glance that says, "Don't make a scene, we're almost there." Shut fuck up, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Of course, why wouldn't I be? The house is absolutely perfect, isn't it, darling?
If you say
A
so.
helipad would still be a nice addition.
Depends, do you have... It will... I would... لا مش بدل الجوك متاعي. I'd even say that it would be a hell of a addition.
Yes, well, we'll get there eventually, love. As I was saying, if your partner
Sorry.
had the documents yesterday, we would have bought it right there immediately. Shame she didn't have it.
Well, there's still a few necessary documents we need you to sign after, but we'll let you know once we have those finalized. We'll be handling the process for the rest, so don't worry about it, ma'am.
Within a week, I hope. We still have a housewarming party to plan after all.
زادة.
You know how much thought should be put into those things.
شعيتونا اشتكوا
There are
بعضها.
servants for that, darling.
Love, wouldn't it be better if we handle it ourselves? A personal touch of sorts. It is our housewarming party and our new home. No more than a week, ma'am. Barring unexpected delay, of course. You can leave it to us. Excellent. Well then, I'll leave you two to it. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. Oh, and before we forget...
She discreetly folds something into both our hands and winks. A finger raises to her lip, demanding our silence.
I know both of you worked
Woo!
hard on getting us this beautiful mansion.
اذوق اسي فلوس ولا شويه ساعه من 3 دمعاتك اليوم 20000.
Did I mention we reward our people generously?
How generous.
This is... Ma'am, I can't...
Don't you worry,
Shut up,
darling.
Isabella.
It's a small thing coming from us.
Yeah, of course.
Consider this your bonus for a job well done.
Damn! She smiles sweetly like this is simply the most normal thing to do in the
Oh,
world.
before I forget, my lovely interior designer would appreciate it if you hand her a copy of the floor plan as soon as possible. She's dying to work on the house.
She's dying to work on Fuck you.
You can do that, yes? Here's her contact.
Certainly, ma'am. We'll have it processed as soon as possible.
I knew I could count on you, lovelies. I hope to see you two soon so we can get this closed.
Just like that, transaction over and done with. My mind's still reeling even after they've left. Other agents will kill to have clients like them. A part of me feels lucky about the fact no lengthy negotiations, no sudden change of minds, just talk, signatures, a few handshakes here and there, and we're done. The other part, a second ago, we sold a haunted property to two innocent clients, yeah, sure. Sure, the commission is big enough to continue funding Papa's treatment and hospitalization, big enough to pay for all 4 of my younger siblings' schooling. Heck, it'll keep me away from instant noodles diet for months. I don't have to go back to the mansion as well. Once the deal has been closed, much to my saddest relief. But knowing something is in there and we gave it to good people despite that, Isabella, the things you do to sell a house and get money. Papa won't be happy with that. At least I have good news to tell them next time I call home. The little lie I told Mama this morning isn't a lie anymore.
Well, there's something.
Yeah.
So how does it feel?
Shouldn't ask that in public.
How does what feel?
Your first big multi-million-pound sale, silly. I know you've been with us for years, but this has got to be memorable for you.
But you did the same. Memorable is an understatement, Rose.
Come on, show some enthusiasm. They gave us a bonus, too. Aside from the commission and the other bonus boss promised. What are you going to do with it?
Hookers and drugs.
I don't know.
Hookers and drugs.
Send it home, probably?
Eat special ramen noodles.
All of it?
Which is ramen.
Not everything, of course. Most of it. I'll leave some for my living expenses.
Listen here, Isabella. I'll teach you something I should have told you before we ended your training.
You hear? She slings an arm over my shoulders and leans in closer to my ear as though she's about to share a big secret.
It's okay to celebrate from time to time.
Hookers and drugs. Hookers and cocaine.
I don't get it.
It's simple. Go out, do something for yourself. Throw a party and treat your friends to free food.
God, I want to be treated to free food.
Didn't you say the last one's some sort of tradition back at home for you?
No.
Hello, this is practically a done deal.
Isn't throwing a party a bit excessive?
I'm talking about a small party here.
Your call. I won't say no to an invitation, by the way, in case you really are planning to throw one. A few drinks would be nice too, thank you very much.
God damn it,
I don't think my apartment's big enough for that.
You could always move? Bloody hell, you're working in real estate.
It's real estate.
I think I'll pass. That's too much of an unnecessary expense for me.
Yeah, tell me
I
about it.
did promise Becca free lunch in case the sale goes well.
Yeah.
You go do that. Hold on a sec.
Hulu? She quickly removes herself from me to answer the phone on her desk. Her tone shifts from playful to professional in the span of a few seconds.
Today? Not a problem, ma'am. I could bring you a copy of the contract if...
What's happening? Must be another client. Nothing surprising here. She's one of PRC's top agents, regardless of how modest she appears. A saleswoman through and through. I, on the other hand, have very little knack for it. Of course, I learned eventually I had to. It was a meme, but someone else will, without a doubt, do a better job. Once, though, in a drunken stupor, Rose told me a story of what could have been. Years ago, wide-eyed, young, and brimming with yet to be fulfilled dreams and ambitions, she was a term or two away from a nursing degree. Nurse? What? Out of courtesy, I never pressed on the matter further, but perhaps it is where the sense of fun started. A small connection due to one similar experience in our respective lives of goals we both let pass us by because of the circumstances we're in. Tell me, fucking tell me about it.
I'd be happy to discuss this over tea, ma'am. Alright, I'll be there.
Game is too real.
New client?
Reassigned.
Oh, متاع اللي ما جاش يخدم اليوم.
Have you heard from Mark and all?
باهي سيبني. ساقي مشيت.
Not since the first visit to the mansion.
Oh.
Why? No news from the HR yet?
Oh.
None at all. Boss thinks he ran away.
Why would he do that?
I doubt it, though. He's too much of a wimp for that. There must be another reason.
What?
Anyway, I've got to meet this one. I'll see you later.
See you later. She throws a casual wave over her shoulder as she rushes out of the office. The lunchtime bell sounds shortly after, followed by the chatter of fellow agents also heading out for a much-needed break. Ordinarily, there's no need for me to go out, but oversleeping didn't allow me the luxury of packing my own lunch today. If one can consider taking an instant noodle cup from my pantry, packing your lunch. Time to make good out on the promise I made to Becca, I suppose. Maybe invite Zach and Ash too? In the end, only Becca and Zach could come. Anyway, انا هاكا لك اش قصه الابيزود هذا لهنا قلت نتقابل تخي بيانتو في السويت نعرف الحلقه هذه فيها بريسك حتى شيء. It's just story, character development وكل. يا ودي ما نعرفش تشتك بعضها but the pacing بدا يغلب عليا شويتونه خاطر نعرف اللي شو كيما الجوري كيما قلت لكم انا كورس بارتي وكل البيسنج من الاول تلقاها بشويه اما اون فوا تصير حكايه هذيك نورمال بعدها هي تتكلم بعضها تكلي سي بون once it happens كيما الافلام دورور كيما الافلام هذاك عايش هنا بازي على ستوري كيما الافلام تاع الدورور بازي نورمالمون البهينه بازي على ستوري thrilling intriguing شويه وقتاش تصير الحكايه هذيك جيسبيغ الحلقه الجايه جيسبيغ بيانتو على الاخر انا جيسبيغ اللي عجبتكم ديجا ليتس بلاي هذا واذا كان تحبوا تراو السويت تاعو كالعاده حطوا لي في الكومنتير اللوطه ريميرسيمون كالعاده جماعه باتريون ما تفدوش منها الحكايه ما تفدوش منها نقولها في كل حلقه خاطر بالرسمي لكن مش هما راهي الشيء نتاعي مضعضع راني انا زاد مضعضع ميرسي جماعه باتريون اللي واقفين معايا عندهم قداش تو وجيسبيغ نقابل تخي بيانتو مالا جيسبيغ اللي تكملوا معايا في ليتس بلاي هذايا ومالا تخي بيانتو ديسي لا بورتيفو بيان ودبكم على رواحكم وتشاو